All right, I am excited to show you what's on the quilting bed today. Gorgeous quilt. She not a small one. Let's just pan. She kind of keeps going and going and going all the way across. Before I talk about Connie's quilt right here, take just a minute to like and subscribe so this channel can go out to more people and they can see lovely quilts and they can admire your quilts and they can consider sending quilts over here to Brenda's Quilting Studio. We can get those finished up and they can get gifted to the people that they need to get to. Bring comfort and love to people. Everybody needs to love getting a handmade quilt. Let's talk about it here. This, like I say, not a small one. 118 inches wide by 100 inches long. Now, 100 inches long doesn't give me quite enough for a backing that's 108 because I need to have a minimum of 3 inches on each side, and the larger the quilt, the more I need, more like 4 inches or maybe even 5 inches. And you might say, wait a minute, Brenda, 100 inches and 108 inches, that left you 4 inches on each side. But contraire, I also had to attach with my red snappers at the top leader and at the bottom leader, and that's going to take up some space. Now, I did take it as close as I possibly could to that leader, and so I only reduced it by as minimum as I could, but that still took about 1.5 inches on each side. That reduces the amount I get on top and bottom, maybe 2.5 inches. That doesn't give me quite enough with all that rolling. So I've taken her back and forth, doing the best I can. I'm going to balance her in between here. So what would have been a little bit better is if Connie would have attached a leader even to just one side, so I had something to grip. Both sides would be better because then I could take it all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom of the fabric, but I'm feeling pretty excited about it. She also provided me with her own batting. I have 5 styles of batting. You don't have to provide batting, but she did. And the batting is also kind of long on this side, so I'm just trimming it as I go. But in this direction, the batting is only 90 inches, but you know the quilt is how long? 100 inches. I'm going to need about 12 more inches down there. So what I'm doing is as I trim this off, at the very end, I'll put it down on the bottom run, and I will do my Frankenstein batting. You know that you can attach batting by zigzagging it. You can overlap it a little bit. You can use seam tape on it. You have options. What I will do is I will overlap it just a tad, and all the stitching I'm doing on it is going to cover that up, and she's going to be amazing. So Frankenstein batting can help. The design I'm putting on is my beautiful feathery loopy citrine. I'm doing it in my Magic Magenta color of thread. You can see how nicely that's matching with the quilt itself. Let's see here. Rail fence. Going to granddaughter for her 8th day graduation. I told you the size of it, right? 100 inches by 118. This girl, she going to get quite the quilt. That is for sure. Let me show you the backing here. I guess I didn't have to pull that off because she's got so much left over here, but let's go ahead and turn it over. We're done with this section anyway. She chose to press all the seams open, and I'm all about it. It never hurts my feelings if you press them open. You're certainly welcome to press seams flat if it's just a couple layers of cotton. If you have areas where a lot of seams are coming together, especially with a lot of triangles, a lot of flying geese, a lot of star sections, I implore you to press them open. Or if you have a lot of thick seams, she didn't have to press these open, but it never hurts my feelings any. Once you're done pressing the back side of the quilt, please turn it over and press the top of the quilt as well. Questions, thoughts, send them my way. Let's have a discussion. I have lots more things I can tell you. Let me tell you, this design of citrine, it winds up and back down. In fact, let me show you down here. See how it goes up there, and then it comes down right there and up again. That means the next design flows inside of it. So I'm balancing each design inside of each other. I'm also taking it off the edge of the quilt because I basically wanted to have that all the way over infinity look to it. So both sides, I'm kind of taking it off the edge of the quilt. I don't want it to stitch over here. I just want it to kind of flow off of the edge right there. The other thing I want to show you real quick is I do get some quilts with lots of little pieces hanging off, and I have some quilts that don't have very many. If you have a lot of pieces hanging off, or even some, as I go through, I'm going to pull a little bit with my fingers or with my tweezers. If it comes off easily, that's fine. If it doesn't, I'm not going to pull very much. I'm going to end up clipping those because I don't want to do any disturbance to your quilt at all. A lot of these are attached, but I've also come across many that are just sitting there, and if that's the case, then I'm just going to take them right off of there. So we have options like, here's just a little piece that's just sitting here. Here's some that are stuck inside. I'm going to take my clippers and I'm going to clip those off of there. So here at Brenda Studio, I pride myself in returning your quilt, of course, much better than you brought it in, and it's going to be amazing. All the quilting is going to look stunning. Check down in the description. It'll tell you how you can send a quilt over here. Questions or comments, pop them down below. Have an amazing day. Enjoy this quilt and make something wonderful for the world.